Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The WWE Universe might soon see a surprising on-screen reunion involving Roman Reigns. This time, not in a wrestling ring, but in Hollywood. The OTC is rumored to be in talks for a major role in the upcoming Street Fighter live-action movie. Interestingly, he may be joined by none other than a former Universal Champion, who is no longer with WWE. Braun Strowman, who was released from his WWE contract after WrestleMania 41, recently took to social media to show interest in acting. After IGN reported that Roman Reigns was being considered to play Akuma in the Street Fighter film alongside big names like Jason Momoa, Andrew Koji, and Noah Centineo, Strowman chimed in with his own excitement. In another tweet, just before he'd volunteered to play Zangief, hinting at a possible reunion with his longtime WWE rival on the silver screen. The history between Roman Reigns and Strowman is rich. Their feud kicked off when Strowman debuted as part of the Wyatt family. Then he immediately targeted Reigns and Dean Ambrose. What followed was one of the most intense rivalries. From ambulance matches to Hell in a Cell wars, the Tribal Chief and the Monster Among Men clashed in countless unforgettable matches. Their feud saw Strowman beat Reigns 4 times, but he also suffered 55 losses in 64 total matches, a testament to how often these two titans collided. While the two had a short-lived alliance during their early WWE days, most of their history is defined by chaos and destruction. Whether it was flipping ambulances or headlining pay-per-views, Reigns and Strowman push each other to their limits. Now, with Roman Reigns stepping into the Street Fighter universe and Strowman showing interest, fans may get a whole new chapter of their rivalry, this time as Akuma and Zangief. However, it must be noted that nothing has been confirmed yet, and it is just speculation for now. The current storyline featuring Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman facing opposition from CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and the absent Roman Reigns is one of the most exciting in WWE today. With Reigns expected to return soon, all signs point towards Paul Heyman becoming a victim of the OTC. After betraying the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania 41, Heyman might be in serious danger once Reigns reappears. The Wiseman could be in for a brutal beatdown that may once again write him off TV, possibly at the hands of Reigns or even CM Punk. The last time Heyman was physically targeted, he was taken out by Solo Sikoa's bloodline and was kept off TV for nearly 6 months. If history repeats itself, Triple H may use Reigns' revenge to remove the Hall of Famer from programming once more. While it's unlikely Heyman will be gone for as long this time due to his crucial role in current storylines, fans might have to temporarily say goodbye to his iconic catchphrase as the Tribal Chief settles unfinished business. While this angle is likely, it is not officially confirmed yet. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, the past is never truly behind us. Bonds forged in bloodlines, rivalries, and brotherhoods often find a way to resurface, sometimes at the most unexpected moments. And in recent weeks, a buzz has begun to swirl throughout the wrestling universe, whispers that Roman Reigns, the longest-reigning Universal Champion in WWE history, may be on the verge of a shocking reunion with a former Universal Champion who hasn't been seen in the company for years. If true, this could signal a game-changing shift in WWE's power structure and ignite one of the most compelling arcs in recent memory. The name at the center of this speculation? Braun Strowman. Once dubbed the Monster Among Men, Strowman was released from WWE in 2021 in a move that stunned fans and pundits alike. At the time, he was viewed as a main event-level competitor, someone who had previously stood toe-to-toe with the likes of Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, and, yes, Roman Reigns himself. While his WWE career featured numerous ups and downs, including a short but dominant reign as Universal Champion during the Thunderdome era, few can deny that Strowman left a lasting impression as one of the most physically imposing superstars of his generation. So why are rumors swirling now about a potential reunion? Why would Roman Reigns, a man who has defined dominance, strategy, and calculated control during his historic tribal chief era, consider aligning himself with a force as unpredictable and destructive as Braun Strowman? To answer that, we need to look at the current landscape of WWE, the uncertain future of the bloodline, and the personal crossroads both men may be approaching in their careers. The Bloodline saga, which began in 2020 and has captivated audiences with its Shakespearean twists and layered storytelling, has recently shown signs of fragmentation. Solo Sikoa's rise to power, the betrayal of Jimmy Uso, and the ambiguous positioning of Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu have made it clear. The bloodline is no longer a monolith. Roman Reigns, once an unquestioned ruler, now finds himself surrounded by shifting alliances, uncertain loyalties, and challenges to his authority. In this increasingly volatile environment, Roman may be forced to look beyond the family, to consider allies outside the Anoa'i bloodline who can help him regain his grip on power. And when it comes to sheer brute force and intimidation factor, few compare to Braun Strowman. Their shared history is complex. Reigns and Strowman feuded brutally throughout 2017 and 2018, delivering some of the most chaotic and destructive matches in modern WWE history. From ambulance crashes to steel cage showdowns, their rivalry was marked by chaos, carnage, and mutual hatred. But what if that animosity could be transformed into mutual respect? What if, in the face of rising threats like Solo Sikoa's faction, Roman sees value in reuniting with a former enemy, a man who knows what it takes to tear him down, and by extension, could be key in helping him rebuild? Interestingly, recent backstage reports and social media teases have only added fuel to the speculation. Strowman, who returned to WWE in late 2022 but has since been sidelined due to injury, posted a cryptic tweet earlier this month that reads simply, "Sometimes you have to destroy the house to rebuild the kingdom." Fans immediately began connecting the dots, noting that the kingdom has often been a metaphor used in relation to the bloodline, and Strowman's past interactions with Roman Reigns are too significant to ignore. Adding to the intrigue, Paul Heyman, WWE's wise man and master manipulator, recently made an unusual comment during an interview. When asked about Roman Reigns' future, Heyman remarked, "Roman is always 5 steps ahead. Sometimes those steps take him back to familiar places, sometimes to familiar monsters." The emphasis on monsters was not lost on the WWE Universe. If WWE is indeed toying with the idea of a Roman Reigns-Braun Strowman reunion, it would represent a seismic narrative shift. No longer simply about family and legacy, Reigns' story would evolve into one of survival, strategy, and adaptation in the face of chaos. Imagine a storyline where Solo Sikoa successfully dethrones Roman, only for the former tribal chief to return weeks later, not alone, but with Strowman at his side, ready to wage war on the very dynasty he once ruled. This would open the door to a plethora of high-stakes matchups and dramatic possibilities. A Roman and Braun versus Solo and Jacob Fatu tag team war. A triple threat involving Strowman, Reigns, and Gunther. A Survivor Series showdown pitting the Bloodline 2.0 against Reigns' new empire of destruction. The creative avenues are virtually endless. It would also be a full-circle moment for both men. For Strowman, it would be a redemption arc, a chance to return not as a forgotten giant, but as a key player in WWE's most dominant narrative. For Reigns, it would be the next evolution in his reign, a pivot from tribal chief to warlord, from ruler of family to general of a faction built on raw power. But beyond the kayfabe possibilities, there's also the very real question of whether WWE would be willing to bring Strowman back into the main event picture in such a prominent role. Despite his previous release and the company's focus on new stars, Triple H has shown a willingness to revisit the past when it benefits long-term storytelling. Look no further than the returns of Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Karrion Kross, all names who were once considered outsiders or unlikely to re-enter the WWE spotlight. Braun Strowman, despite polarizing fan reactions in his later years, remains a recognizable name and a proven draw. With the right booking and alignment, He could easily slide into a role as Reigns' enforcer or even co-conspirator in reshaping the WWE landscape. Of course, this is all speculative for now. WWE has not confirmed any plans involving Strowman and Reigns, but wrestling, perhaps more than any other form of entertainment, thrives on possibilities, on the tension between what is and what could be. And right now, the possibility of Roman Reigns rekindling a bond, however fractured, with a monster from his past is too tantalizing to ignore. Whether it happens at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or some unannounced moment in the future, one thing is certain. If Roman Reigns does extend the olive branch to Braun Strowman, it won't be done lightly. It will be strategic, it will be ruthless, and it will be unforgettable. Because in the kingdom of WWE, alliances are forged not by blood, but by purpose. And sometimes that purpose is revenge, sometimes it's legacy, and sometimes it's survival. Roman Reigns may have lost his grasp on the bloodline, but the story isn't over. Not by a long shot. And if the monster among men is truly on his way back into the mix, then the story might just be getting started. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.